by covering some of this, but this person is
Oh.
down $81 million on just the Ethereum leg.
Oh,
81,
How
90,
much?
90.
Wow.
They're down about $92 million unrealized right now, and that's not counting whatever they locked in because they'd cover some of this position. I'd say this
They
is
got to be
easily
turning
more than a
green.
$100 million loser.
there's a
Cheeks are
career
green
ender.
right now. That's for sure. Cheeks are green.
Yeah. You're gonna
Gold's
see this
down
velocity.
3% right now. S and
What
P's
stocks are causing
down
this?
1.2%. There's a little bit of perspective in that. We're off the highs here, but
MBT just getting. Oh my goodness. ES selling off. I just read everywhere. Red, all over the place.
There's a lot of froth in these markets. They've been going straight up. I mean, how long can things go straight up before they get some sort of correction? I mean, you
It's
need
musical.
some sort of correction.
Holy, what is?
I mean, we're not even down 2%. So
In what market?
in NQ we are. I'm talking about like
Okay.
the ES right now. So we're
Gotcha.
not like this isn't like
No.
a huge event in the equities yet, except for maybe
Mm-mm.
Microsoft that's taken a
What's
whooping.
mollywop.
Microsoft is down. Yeah, this is a mollywhopping. Microsoft is down 11.8%. Which remember, that's an over $3 trillion company. So there's a lot.
more selling? Here we go.
So
Yeah,
I
this
called out a
is-
few people that put in for payouts in chat yesterday, and I left one out. I got my guy Vinny here is going to tell us about somebody that he knows that put in for a payout. Tell us, Vinny.
Man, way to put us on the spot, Hogue. Way to put us on the spot. No, thank you. No, appreciate the shout out. Yeah, so my son, Salvatore, he took two $1,000 payouts yesterday. Well, 2 days ago. They were approved yesterday, so they're on their way to him. He's been working hard at this. Unfortunately, the kid had some unfortunate events in his college football career, so kind of turned to trading a little bit, try to get into the best Super Bowl of all time. And he's doing really well. Hopefully he can continue, right? As long as he can focus and listen, because a lot of times these youngsters think they know it all, right? They're so green. So, we're going slow at it though, but he's doing well right now. So hopefully he'll continue. He's been observing and listening.
The way you said listen, you put real emphasis on listen. Is he not listening to dad, or what seems to be the issue? He's a know-it-all, or he's got this thing figured out. I'm taking payouts, Dad. I got this. You said listen with a little oomph behind it.
Yeah, he listens, but there's a lot of stuff out there, right? There's a lot of stuff. You got your TikTok, your Instagram, your this, your that, and all these other things. And I'm trying to tell him, just focus on the process, right? If you have a process that's working, right? Don't go trying to jump at the shiniest thing because you saw somebody post something that made money for one day. You need something that's proven and a system in place and consistency and discipline, or else you're not going to survive at this, right? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people today are making a killing, right? But who knows next week? It might be up in smoke. You got to stay disciplined and you got to have a plan. So, and he's been doing pretty good with the plan. And he gets smacked around once in a while. He's been in a practice account too, trying his own things. And, he's how quick he could blow up when he puts on too much leverage. And, but he's learning, right? And he's very interested. He actually loves what he's doing. So, we'll see what happens here.
Man, Vince, you remember when you were young? When you were young, Vince, you didn't listen. You didn't listen to old heads. You got to learn things the hard way. You got to listen to things the hard way. You got to lose money. That's how you learn. You change your habits when you've lost enough money. At least I'll speak for myself.
Exactly.
I changed my style when you lose enough money. But congratulations, Salvatore. That's awesome.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, tell Sal.
I'll get him in here one day with me.
Tell Sal Hogue's proud of him. The kid can do anything.
Definitely will, Hogue. Appreciate that. Yeah, he's had a rough go, with what happened with the ACL injury and stuff. So, maybe he has his new calling.
A lot of athletes.
Yeah, he was being recruited. He was going to Syracuse for football. And senior year in high school, he tore his ACL. the first game of senior season, and then kind of things got a little bit off schedule for him, and then he went back and you know got reoffered again after he came back from the first one. But if I get him on here, I'll have him tell his story. But it's but everything one door closes, another door opens, right? So
that's right.
We'll see what happens.
Get something close to that competitive, to get the competitive juices going here in these markets. See a lot of athletes.
What's better than this, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, let's take a look at some of these prices. We got 13 minutes to the top of the hour. NQ down 600 points since the bell rang. Trading right now on the lows, 25,609 just printed. ES down about 100 and 110 points since the bell rang about an hour and 15 minutes ago. MBT getting sold hard. MB micro Bitcoin down 4,000 plus. Silver down 16, 15 bucks. I can't. This math is wild. Gold sold off 400 bucks, 460 bucks.
We're getting ever so like we're in the same ballpark right now as the mythical strategy break-even point in Bitcoin. Let me look up where that is real quick. It's in the 70s, high 70s somewhere.
Hey, I can hear Michael. Hey, oh, you got any levels down here? Michael.
I know, right?
Johnny. Hey, Johnny, you got any levels down here?
Yeah. Close your dome.
Oh man.
Jack,
I'm
what do you
thinking about
got?
taking short in silver, 109.90s. I don't know yet. We're gonna see. It has a dollar risk though, so it's a lot of risk.
Yeah. The spread is just.
What is the spread right now? I mean, definitely got to work
gold?
a limit order. No, in silver.
Silver?
Look at that. Look at that. Well, it's got a little better, actually. That's terrible, but it was.
Average price for strategy is around 76,000 in Bitcoin. Right now, we're trading 84,300. So we're not that far away. Let's check in on old masters, down 10% today. Trading 142.50 at the high.
Oh boy, yeah. NQ. Oh boy,
520, 540. I think was the high.
Is this a blow off top?
In what?
Metals.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I'm done with that game.
Yeah, I don't know. This sell off is way more than the CME margin thing. The president has a cabinet meeting beginning in 11 minutes. See if we can get that, James. I don't even. Camera, let us know.
No. Moby entered the market.
Yeah, more selling. ES, NQ.
Moby entered the market. The blow off top. Oof.
You think so, Evans? FOMC?
I mean, we talked about a stronger dollar, right? What's the dollar looking like, Jack? You following that today?
Yeah, I mean it's up.
Nothing.
Yeah, nothing big or what?
I mean it's reversing a little bit on
James
up today. 10-year yields are off. We're at 4.23 right now. Yeah,
bonds rallied.
So sell equities, buy bonds,
or sell metals, buy bonds.
Or sorry, sell metals, buy bonds. Yeah. More selling here.
Gap.
We'll keep an eye on that cabinet. I mean, we'll just listen in the back, Andrea, or see if something we'll have it on ready to go. Again, cabinet meeting with the president beginning in 9 minutes. We are keeping an eye on the video, audio, and we'll bring that in if it does become relevant to the markets. What if he just says buy stock? I mean,
well, that's one way to do it. Tapping on the lows, ES.
Yeah, it's just sold. We are 6907.
Wow.
6907 lows just printed in the ES. New lows, ES, new lows, NQ. We are.
Don't fight a directional market.
Yeah. Hopefully, most of our traders are safe from this pullback here. You know, it's
It,
I talked about it, right? We knew it was coming. It's just a matter of when. You know, it's everybody gets all excited about a market. You know, that's what markets do. They get everybody
yeah,
excited. They buy the top, and then go plunk.
they're looking. It's like
We
they keep
needed new
walking this thing
buyers
up.
and we just didn't get
Yeah,
them.
yeah, and they're looking for
Yeah.
any catalyst. Microsoft miss, fine. Forward guidance, not so great. Okay, and then it's like, all right, everyone, jump ship and looking for a seat to sit in.
Bad
And
news.
yeah, they're just looking for
I mean, just think about
Why
the
is
Hunt
Microsoft?
brothers, right? When they cornered the silver
Why is
market, there was no
Microsoft?
more silver.
What's Microsoft sell? Why is gold selling off because of Microsoft earnings? Right. This is just like it's got a little too toppy, and it is. Are we going to see the 68 handle, 6800 handle in ES? Got about 4 points to go.
I mean,
So,
I see the ES getting down to 68,
Hold on.
64.
Hey,
So
the
in
NQ
parabolic, in like a parabolic market, there doesn't need to be a reason something has a significant correction. Nobody knows how many, for instance, shorts there are to squeeze out at those levels. So at some point, you've squeezed everybody, but you don't know when that is. And things that go up this fast can go down for no reason, just as fast.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Moves in the opposite direction can be vicious. That's what we're seeing.
Are we going to see in the NQ 26,000 handle, 25,000 handle, 24,000 handle? 500 points to go.
We're still not down. I mean, points, sure.
We're down,
we're down
Jack.
2.3%
Jack, we're down.
in the NQ.
We are,
No,
we're
but
down.
I'm
We
saying
are
is
down.
like, may I?
Yes.
Yeah, we're down, but it's not like a pocket. Like the move in metals is very, very significant right now. We're still down just under 2% in the ES right now. We're down 1.5%. So, like, yes, we are down. I guess what I'm saying is it could get a lot worse.
Yeah.
I see NASDAQ going down to 25,240 possibly today.
25,240, 300 points from there. To the downside, new 5-minute top of the hour coming in here. 5 minutes. Metals. I'm looking at the y-axis on my gold chart. It's $100 intervals between on the price.
So, guys, when I talk about this week taking years off my life, let's just look at this week. What a journey it's been. I'm looking at the ES right now, half an hour bars. Remember all the way back on Globex Open where we like had the micro crash there from over the weekend, rebounded. We're on track. We could come like right now, right here, right now. We're pretty much at where we opened the Globex session on Sunday night, and the lows are down around that 68.50 level, which we've retreated to again for maybe longs. We'll see.
All right. Buyer's going to give it a shot here. Well, it's just some short covering. We're looking at a bit of, we're talking equities here. I'll try to make sure I am very specific. Here we go. ES, we got a 900, we got 800 lot on the bid here, 6904 on 800. Run away from it, but are they calling the bottom?
I'd like to see this pull back to get short, but I want to pull back a little more than this, though.
Are the lows in? Are the lows? 15-point bounce in the N or on the ES. A 80-point bounce in the, oh my goodness. Yeah, in the NQ. These prices are just insane.
ES did bounce off an interesting level, though. I'm gonna say. So we'll see what happens here.
That level is what? Well, I see 69.02 quarter is the lows for the session. What?
Right around 69.05. There's
Okay.
a little bit of from a previous, trading session. There's some support that could possibly be there. So we'll see.
Is
Wow. It's just a wow. That's all I can say today. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's a wow day. It's a wow day.
I mean, I remember you guys remember the flash crash, right? That was an interesting day too.
Flash. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of
what
wasn't
this
like
gold feels like.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's kind of what gold looks like.
Yeah, for real.
I was on vacation.
Kind of like a short here. You were on vacation, Hogue?
For the flash crash, yeah.
I'll never forget where I was.
Came back and heard
I had a client.
Came back and heard all the crying.
Yeah. I remember exactly where I was. I had a client short 38 S&P puts during the flash crash.
Oh.
Big S&P puts.
Oh.
Yes,
That took a
short
lot of heat.
S&P put.
Oh, short. Oh, nice.
Short S&P. No, she was short.
No, bad.
It was short S&P puts.
They're selling volatility.
Oh no. See, that's a
S&P
career
puts
ruiner
going
right
into
there.
that. Yeah, but by the end of the day, it popped right back, and you had to buy 75 long puts to cover it for margin reasons. It was a disaster. Yeah, and then it came right back at the end of the day. That guy went to jail, right? Like 5 years later or something. That caused that.
No.
Craziness. Yeah, he was short 38.
Please. Okay.
So for those in the chat, that's 200 minis.
Hoop, I can't read all that. Just give me a price. Give me a price. All right, we got top of the hour coming in here in about 40 seconds. All right, let's do a quick breather here, and everything's just selling. What's up? I guess Treasury prices are up. We are looking at 69.12. Vince looking to perhaps take a short. Into what, silver?
Yeah, 109.90s. I like short here.
All right, Vince. Well, that half hour absolutely flew by. If you do take the short, please let us know. Wow. Congratulations to your son again as well.
Thanks,
man.
Couple words it.
Before you get out of here, and then we'll go to James for a quick announcement break. But go ahead.
Yeah, just everybody protect yourselves today. Today's a day maybe to actually just watch, observe. This is history in the making. If you can't limit your risk, don't participate, right? If you can find a good entry with limited risk, then it's okay. But don't put on something just because you see it moving, trying to buy into or sell into FOMO. That's how we get burnt, right? So just be careful, and I'll see you all later on.
I love that. Sounds good, Vince, as he's looking to take a silver trade. I absolutely love how he left that. All right, let's throw it to him. Can he get the volatility ramped up even more? Dr. Val, you got your work cut out for you. What's up, James?
We'll see what I can do. Hello, everybody. Good morning. Markets are moving. I'll try and keep this brief. Meta performed better than expected yesterday, and by no coincidence, today I'm talking about TopStep TV on Instagram. That's right, Instagram, the account where you can follow your friends, share pictures, and most importantly, stay updated with TopStep TV. You can catch market breakdowns, smart setups, and real talk about what it takes to win, so don't miss highlights from TopStep TV, the live stream built for future traders. We're going to drop the link in the chat for you to go to our Instagram right now. And if you're not already giving us a follow, what are you waiting for? We post updates, highlights, and more all in our Instagram. Carry us in your pocket wherever you go. If you don't like Twitter, I'm sure you have Instagram. And if you don't like Instagram, well, there's a social media app out there I'm sure that we're on that you can follow us. But for today, head over to Instagram and click that follow button if you haven't done so already. Then Longtime viewers know what's coming next. It's group coaching. That's right, group coaching, the point in the show where our Top Step TV crew sits down and answers your questions live right here on Top Step TV. Don't let the sign fool you. It is happening today at 12 p.m. Central Time, as there is no shoulder tap at noon. So group coaching is kicking off 15 minutes earlier at noon Central Time. And we have a great lineup each and every day during group coaching to answer your questions, and today is no different. Today we are joined by Hogue, Hoop, and Coach Robert. That's right, the man, the myth, the legend, Coach Robert. If there's anything you want to know about Top Step X, Coach Robert is the guy to ask. He'll be here at noon Central taking your questions about Top Step X, anything stake related, and you're a Patriots fan, Robert is too. You can ask him anything about that. Anyway, that's group coaching today at noon, so be sure not to miss it. Now, yesterday was FOMC, and the Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell laid out the reasons behind the central bank's first decision on the interest rates in 2026. Now, Karen Kaifa is in Washington with that decision and what Powell had to say about the outlook for the U.S. economy.
Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell on the central bank's first interest rate decision of 2026.
In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave our policy rate unchanged.
The Federal Reserve taking its time bringing interest rates down and seeing little urgency, with government data pointing to slower job growth but a relatively low unemployment rate and inflation ebbing, even as consumer sentiment numbers point to Americans being in a sour economic mood.
Inflation data has been looking a little bit better and trending in the right direction. And then you have these consumer sentiment numbers really falling off a cliff, indicating that consumers are really worried about their jobs right now.
President Donald Trump sharply critical of Powell, insisting lower interest rates would spur greater economic growth by encouraging consumers and businesses to borrow and buy, spend, and hire.
I'd like to see interest rates go down. Everything else is going down. We have the energy and fuel going down.
The central bank did cut rates 3 times last year as it monitored the economic effects of Trump's policies, especially his broad global tariff plan. In Washington, I'm Karen Kaifa.
Indeed, Mr. President, things are going down. I'll tell you, it's not going down. Mr. Dakota. What's up, Dakota? Yeah, welcome to Fast Markets. What? How about it? Volatility's back.
What happened last night during slow markets? I left and everything was all nice and fine, and you guys, it just got wrecked. Silver had one hell of a. Is this a blow off top now? Is this a true blow off top? I don't know. We went from like 120 down to like 107 in like 10 minutes, and these equities are taking a hit. This is the first 2% day so far we've seen in a little bit.
Yeah, we're watching gold getting bought back up off $100. $100
Silver
off
as well.
Lows. Silver $5 off the lows. What's up, macro? Copper, yeah, copper went.
This wasn't news, right? Like there was no news this morning that's causing this outside of like Microsoft earnings. That is a little disappointing. What do they
Reminds me of Meta. It's like I think it was Meta last quarter. Meta earnings weren't too hot. Something AI and yeah, the selling got. I'll go back and look on the chart. And Nvidia came in to save the world. We are looking at a $150 rebound off the lows in gold. 52.80 last trade.
Man. Yeah, these
Meta earnings last quarter. 2 quarters ago, I should say. Q3 2025 is what I meant. My apologies.
Yeah. I mean, this pullback's healthy. We need it, definitely, especially in the metals, right? Where it's just been parabolic. And I mean, I don't say we need it in the equities because we've been consolidating for so long, and it looked like yesterday we were going to break out, and today not. I welcome this. I highly welcome this type of price. Metals, little unhealthy how volatile it is, but still needed. And we're still up at 112. That's where we were at in silver yesterday during FOMC. So we haven't seen these prices since yesterday.
Is that true? Is that all it's been?
Yeah.
Wow.
I was trading silver yesterday around the FOMC, and 112s. 112s is where we were at, and it seems like it's been a long way since since yesterday.
ES looking to. You can just downtick some new lows.
You seen
69.01
gold last
even.
night?
69 even for 400.
You guys did see gold last night, right? We
Yes.
popped up to 5,600 during slow markets.
Is that all time? Okay.
Yeah, 5,625, 626.
Oh, no kidding.
So as $500 off its high.
And there's a
today so
60. Yeah, there's a 68 handle. 68, 98 quarter. 68, 98 quarter. New lows in the ES. There's something down here in the bid. What do we got? Who's down here? Who's lurking?
Yeah, there was about 400 on the bid at 6,900, but that has been filled.
6801. 6801 on 800. Way down there.
I'm short 2 micro NASDAQ.
What price to MNQ?
547. 547 to MNQ.
All right. 547. Low session 25,536. Some bids are bids try jumping in there in the ES, just above 6,900.
So hard to do, Dakota.
You get what? You getting short in the hole?
Yep.
It is, Hogue.
Right
Someone's got to do it, though, if we're going to keep going down.
22 minutes till London close.
It's 2 micros.
Anything for President Trump? Also, we have there is a cabinet meeting taking place. We do have some eyes and ears on it. If major headlines do come out from there, we will bring that to you. We are watching. We got gold on the rebound here. 52.80 last trade, about 150, 155 bucks off the lows that were put in 20 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Same silver.
VIX is
Silver.
on its way to 20.
Yeah.
VIX is on its way to 20. Oof.
Oh.
We need to get through these 25 500s.
Again, pin to the top of the chat, group coaching question form. Get those questions in. We have Hogue, Robert, Hope. Bring you the goods. Ask them about their thoughts. I asked them about the thoughts. Looking at a ladder like we saw silver and gold and illiquidity and thin. Velocity logic. A lot of lessons to be learned. We saw that in slow markets yesterday.
Be a good could be a great question.
Dude, why don't you just come out with it? I mean, just lead with it. I think we all need to learn. Like Jack said, don't trade. Well, we'll do it in group coaching if you want.
Yeah.
If you want, because Dakota's got a trade on here.
We'll do
but
group coaching.
There's a lot. There's a lot to unpack there.
So it says, I'm making you nervous, Hogue. Am I making you nervous with this market?
Really? Why? Market's getting destroyed today.
Yeah, it is.
Jack, what do you got?
I heard someone wanted this market to go up, so I shorted it.
Jack, do you got anything for options levels? Anything down here? He's on mute. But I'm sure there's got to be something. They got to be repricing everything right
now. Not down to like 68.50 in the SPX. That's like 68.80 or thereabouts. We haven't got down that far yet. We're working on our first. Here, let's take a look. See, we got a couple of green 5-minute bars here. The 6,900 SPX is still important, although now, like, I don't think I'm going to buy it going through there. Maybe a spot to see if it pauses to reshort it. But I am just watching for the time being.
Well, Apple saved the day. Got Apple earnings after the bell.
Yeah, they're scratched for the day almost. I mean, down 0.25, but still,
it's pretty well.
Yeah, it's holding up pretty well. Yeah, I'm flat. I'm plus 222. I'm gonna wait. I want to get short this market.
You're saying the lows are not in. The lows are not in.
Anything can happen. There's been days we've been down 2% in the NASDAQ and we've turned green. I've seen that before.
The buyers definitely stopped. Oh, what do you got for Delta? I haven't even asked you. What do you?
Yeah.
Tell me it's positive.
So
tell me it's been positive the entire way down.
No, it's been negative, but not deep. It's actually in the S&P is positive now, 1,400 positive. NASDAQ still negative, 4,100. So, but they've been negative the whole way down. But you would think on a day like today, they'd be down, 20, 30,000 after something like that. No.
Yeah. What? How's the volume been on the sell-off in the equities, ES and Q? Was there actual?
It's been strong. I mean, for the first three 30-minute periods, 3-minute bars. I mean, you look at the S&Ps here, the volume has maintained very well for an hour and a half since the open.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's a healthy downside auction.
Yeah.
Until it isn't, right? And I don't like the fact that we didn't have a lot of deep negative delta on this.
Why? What is that? What do you mean? You didn't like that?
It feels hollow.
Okay,
it feels hollow.
Yes, flimsy. Flimsy. So gotcha.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well,
NASDAQ has been coming off on this is again just the 30-minute chart. So first 30 minutes, of course, that's the highest, and it's been kind of falling off to the downside here ever since. So that's dwindling volume in a direction. Is telling you that the power behind the break to the downside is waning.
Yeah, big time
stuff, Hogue.
Still see negative delta.
What gold? Gold is. We're looking at we have $460 range in fast markets in gold. Yes.
You guys wanted a bottom, so I came in here and I put it in.
You said it. Thank you, Dakota. We are almost back to 6,900 in the SPX. Should see a little pause in this ripper right here.
Yeah. 120 point ripper to the upside in the NQ. Yes, continuing to pump higher here. 27 points. 15. Silver almost halfway back.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Unbelievable.
It's trading 112.
Okay, they're good again.
113. All right. It's
get back in there, boys.
Yeah.
They're good again.
It's almost halfway back.
What a market.
It's amazing.
I still want to be short this. Don't get me wrong. I'm still looking for shorts.
I just got short 3 MES.
Nice.
From 69.28.
Okay.
I'm actually going to join you here on the NASDAQ.
Okay.
From 25,666.
5. How many to go to?
Oh.
2.
Not that number.
Okay. For 2, MNQ 25,666. For Dakota, short 3. MES 6928.
Yeah, I'm going to scale into this if we get some good price action here. Because I could do that with the micros here in the NASDAQ.
14 minutes.
Jack, you basing this off that 6,900 in the SPX?
Yeah, we moved up there pretty quick. Hopefully we get a little pause here. Maybe we'll get some people back in reshorting it. I'm going to keep a close eye on this one because, like all shorts, I would love it to be working quick. It is pausing a little bit here, which is good.
Right, I added. Now you could say 664. That's a lot better price.
How many times?
Yes, it is.
Three.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
25664.
3.
Yep.
I'm more comfortable with that.
Yeah.
Don't like those 3 6s.
Gold. These 5-minute candles are insane. The price, the range is just insane.
Yeah, it is.
MBT finally catching a bit of a bit. MBT's getting shellacked as well. What's up in crew? We haven't taken a
Wow.
look
Yes,
at
it
crew.
is.
Yeah.
Spots at 84,700. Is that well flat yet?
No,
Jack
they're
was talking about that guy.
getting taken out back and beaten with an electrical cord right now.
So you're gonna learn today.
Yeah, they are down about $90+ million. Plus, they locked in some losses at some point, so not a good day.
Man,
73% long in the ES tilt. We did see 80% short tilt in the NQ. That was up at 26,019. Right around there. They definitely got paid on that. Job well done.
Man. 90 million.
Yeah, I'm looking at again, London close. The president is in a cabinet meeting right now. We do have the cameras in there. Keep an eye on that. Still nothing marked. We have also quote, Trump makes an announcement 3:30 p.m. Central. So that'll be during at the buzzer. It says Trump makes an announcement.
Okay.
Yeah. Yesterday we saw Nicki Minaj on stage. Now today we are. It's not serious.
I know. I
cabinet
was there. I watched it.
I showed my girlfriend. She's like, "What?" Yeah. There's all the usual suspects: Ackman, Michael Dell. I wasn't really paying attention. I said,
You see,
Nicki
she got
Minaj. The card.
Gold card? Is that
Yeah.
what it's called?
Trump card. Yeah.
The Trump card.
Yeah.
Nikki?
Yeah.
Why isn't she a U.S. citizen?
I didn't know.
She a
I
Trump
don't
card?
We're all learning together, Jack. We're all learning together in this simulation. We're all learning together in this simulation, man. Yeah. I did not know. Okay, she's apparently not a citizen, so I can see why she'd be the president's biggest fan. If I can see that.
No, I'm not liking this. We got the pause, but now we're kind of
we're holding pretty well
it's
right
gonna be
there.
V-shaped. This is gonna just be treasure map.
I don't think it's gonna. I mean, anything can happen. I just don't think today's gonna be a V-shaped day with the metals reacting the way they're doing.
We didn't even look at the IBs.
I got you.
But
no, what do you have them?
I do. But we're heading back towards them, and this could be an interesting level.
Gotcha. All right, very good. What do you got? ES
25, 718 and a quarter.
718 quarter. Okay.
S&P 69, 38, 75.
38.75.
Yes.
Wait, these are low. These are lows, correct?
Yes, IB lows. Yes.
Right.
We left them in the dust. We're back at them now.
We're flat P&L on the day too. I made up for somehow making money on that long with that. Man, I nearly cut that for a small profit too, but
hey, Jack, watch the 38.
See if we get through it.
Watch the 38. The ES. Hogue, what do you got for initial balance? I guess it's just the session, or we're seeing the highs, right?
Yeah, I mean, if we were to see that, yeah, we would call this a V bottom, right? But just have it set 70 21 50 in the S&Ps.
70 21
NASDAQ 26 175 even.
Okay. 70 26. Oh, 70 21. Gotcha. That's 75.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. It's just gonna be a V-shaped bounce. I mean,
yeah, Mohammed's right. We're flat. I'm flat P&L here, and I made money on a long and lost money on a short today.
Go figure. Oh, that's yeah. All right, let's take a look here. We are watching a 40-point recovery in the ES after we saw that selling. Watching
I just got to get out too.
180-point recovery in the NQ. Much more methodical. It typically does, right? Was it take the stairs up, elevator down? That means you markets kind of gradually go. When they go higher, a little bit slower. And as you saw, the first 90 minutes of New York session, just the velocity, the volatility, acceleration to the downside. Uh-oh, is that? Tell me it hits 38, Hogue.
Oh, I should have had to stop. We got
37.
There it goes, Jack.
What was
I should have had my stop at 38, Hogue. What a putt.
718, Hogue. Damn. Okay. In NQ. No way.
Yep. That's for all you IB haters.
Hogue. What we're talking about there, Hogue was talking about the initial balance high or initial balance low prices, ESNQ. Initial balance low. Hogue, why don't you talk? Why I'm not speaking? You tell. What were we just talking about? What are we seeing right now?
All right. So initial balance is the first hour of the session. We talk about it every day. And usually, when the market's not tanking, we're kind of focusing on those levels for opportunities. And the fact that we left and closed this 30-minute bar below the initial balance low indicates a successful auction, right? This is a range extension that succeeded. A pullback to that level, that initial balance low is 69.3875 in the S&Ps, gives you the opportunity to take that level where price extended below the initial balance and use it as potential resistance. It also allows you to limit risk because you're not going to have to risk a whole lot to find out if we're going to hold that level as resistance or if we're going to break out back above it and perhaps re-accept inside the initial balance. So when we started heading back there, that's when I said, hey, we got to pay attention to these initial balance lows because we did not close out the single prints below the initial balance low. What are single prints? Single prints are just no price overlap between the bar ahead of this one and the bar after that one. So you see there's no price bar overlap in that area with that initial balance low. At first try, it tried to get there, but you saw the market pull off really well. It doesn't mean it's going to work every time, and it may work the second, may work the third time, may not work the fourth time, but it just allows you the opportunity to use that level, and it's just a level. It's not buy or sell. It's just a level that helps you limit risk. Okay, look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq kind of did the same thing. We left the opening range, the dead ass high. We broke. We closed this 30-minute bar, the previous 30-minute bar below the initial balance low, indicating probable acceptance of lower pricing, at least for now. The market comes all the way back up to the initial balance low, and we've left those same single prints, right? Okay, so the high, we have single prints in the NASDAQ from 25,714 and a quarter up to 25,718 and a quarter. So there's $4 of single prints there. And then, and this again allows us to limit risk. Now, the more often we revisit this level, the less likely it is to hold. But at least it gave us risk management on the shorts we were in. If we had better trade location, we may have been able to stay in those a little bit better. But it does. It allows you to limit risk. You can find cheap trades in and around initial balance low and initial balance high on directional days. Hope that helps.
There we go.
Thank you, Hogue. Trading right around those prices in the ES. Couple ticks above right now. 69.30. Let's trade ES and Q.
Smooth AF. Yes. fair value gap. You can view it as a fair value gap.
That cabinet meeting for the president has been pushed to the bottom of the hour, so in about 4 minutes. Also coinciding with the London close.
Yeah, they're waiting for me.
What'd you do yesterday? You got the selling started?
Yeah, on silver.
Oh my goodness! What a first couple hours in this New York session. Absolutely, markets just flying. We got flat, Jack flat, Dakota flat.
Yep, minus 67.
Leave it at that. You try to get me on that one?
No.
Okay. Like I said, Dakota, I was watching you. I was watching you and Jay on slow markets yesterday. Night sessions have been just as the volatility we see today is pretty much what we're seeing in the metals, at least. In equities woke up today. Fast market Sunday through Thursday, 7:30 p.m. Central Time. Get to see more Mr. Who will be joining you tonight? Slow markets.
Me, myself, and I, man. It's Thursday, and these markets haven't slowed down. You seen last night the level of volatility we're seeing in the metals has been just historical. Like, it was insane, absolutely insane.
We'll get back to all-time highs.
Last night did really well. Tonight is going to be another good one.
Will we see all-time highs by the time slow markets kicks off?
You never know. You never know.
You don't. No. Sure don't. We have London close 90 seconds. 90 seconds. Hogue, I know saw you an opening call. Fast markets, breaking it down, flexing on those IB haters. Hogue, you got to get ready for morning recap.
Yep.
We'll also see. So a couple words. London closed in about 60 seconds. Hogue, fantastic stuff. In group coaching, we'll talk about thin liquid markets. Just make sure a couple words, Hogue, before we get out of here.
Yeah. Well, folks, there's always something to learn, man. And when the markets go crazy and you see that dome evaporate, just relax and watch the show. There's always going to be opportunities. Markets will come back to a market state that you're more familiar with. I've been trading for, longer than I care to admit. And when markets get like that, I can't do anything. I'm not doing anything. I've been doing this for a long time. When it gets like that, I'm stepping away. I have stepped into markets like that, and I've been shredded. So I don't do it. Now the markets are normalizing a little bit. Opportunities will be a little bit more reasonable. You'll get better signals. We'll see how these markets trade out. And all right, I got to get to the announcement here with the cabinet meeting. So we'll see in a little bit.
Oh yeah, thanks, Hogue. Yep, good stuff. Fired up today, but starting to see some headlines from the president. President Trump. We have London closed. Did just close. President had a very productive telephone conversation with President of Mexico. We're speaking on soon. Also, we're setting up meetings. So Mexico right now. I'm not sure, but what Hogue was saying there, gotten shredded. I think that's how we learn lessons. It's the only way I can learn. It'll change when you've lost enough money. If you've lost enough money doing it a certain way, it's a very effective teaching tool. Expensive one too.
And what's the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results.
Yep. Yeah, watching that account go lower. She's like, something's got to give here. Something's got to give, Andre. Figure it out, or else you're not going to stick around for much longer.
Been there, man. We've all been there. If we've traded for long enough.
It's the only way I think, and I'm convinced, the only way you learn in this game.
Through pain.
Yeah, yeah, you can say that. Yeah, lessons are expensive. I heard Gabe talking about that in group coaching yesterday also. With Hoop as well. Very good questions there. Again, group coaching form is pinned to the top of the chat. We'll have
like struggling to hold above
Hogue, Robert, and Hoop. It is. We are 200. We're about halfway back in gold. We're about $200 off. No, if they $200 off the lows in gold trading. If you know what I was about to say, 53.36, 37 is now trade. You know, the high of the session. Silver
back
about
at
halfway.
settlement.
Silver's almost halfway back too.
Yeah, silver might be green for the day too. Here in a
Yeah,
second. 113. What are we talking about? Blow off top. We seen.
I know. I'm like, are they gonna get back up to where we're?
That's some volatility, guys. That's for sure.
Yeah.
That'll be an all timer. All right, London has come and gone. MBT looking to make a push for new lows here. We're about $150 off of that as we trade 84,300. That's the only thing that won't catch
bouncing.
a bid. No, it will not. It's like, hey, everyone other, look at all the other markets recovering. What's going on the Dow? You know, they're long. They're getting long down there. No, it's not budget. Yep, Dow is grinding its way back. Still got a long ways to go to get to session highs. And I see NQ struggling.
Yeah, we're trying to get above 25,700. Trying. Maybe a little pop through 700s here.
Dead car bounce. Yeah, that got me too.
Yeah.
That was fantastic.
Little bit of a rebound in as long as we're talking about that car company.
Mm-hmm.
Where that trade about 420 right now. It's rebound, so it's up 2% today. If that short report's anything close to, I think what we're seeing is, you know, usually when you hold a significant market cap company, what's bad is if you have in your back of your mind, what if this goes to zero? Which I don't really have for, you know, if I'm in like Microsoft or something, but if I'm in Carvana, you know, there's opportunities if you think that that's wrong, and they're just adjusting risk preferences there. But yeah, there was a
What are they trading? What's Carvana trading, Jack?
420, but it lost like 20%. It was trading up around like 480. Went as low as like 375 yesterday.
Apple earnings today is going to be interesting.
Yeah, Apple earnings seems like a long ways away, but
yeah, it does.
We have Apple. You got to pay attention. A lot of indication that Microsoft earnings kind of got this selling kicked off. New lows MBT. Okay, new lows MBT. MBT would not push higher whatsoever. I'm interested to see if NQ or E, specifically NQ. Will NQ take a look at what happened in the MBT and push lower with it? But again, MBT just made new lows, 84,100.
Yeah, it is. How's that? Well,
we'll see if NQ wants to roll over with it. See if NQ wants to roll over with it.
It looks like we want another leg lower here in the equities, or at least to go retest those lows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good point by the top. If Apple has a bad night, oh boy.
Yeah, let's knock on wood over here.
They're not as deeply involved in all the AI stuff.
That's true. Dakota, question in the chat. Can you ask Dakota why he prefers tick chart for executions over the time chart? I believe you taken time different for two different markets, correct? Or go ahead, but
no. I love the tick chart because you could also visualize volume in a way, I guess, right? Velocity, how fast this market's moving, because you're seeing 100 ticks every candlestick, right? And then you could break it down, especially during my slow markets class, where 1 minute you're not going to see too much volume typically, but you could still zoom in and break it down, these pivots, something you can't see on a time frame chart sometimes.
Good stuff.
I hope that made sense. You can visually see the difference here, right? Like over on the left is a 5-minute
see.
chart and kind of see how we're these are wicks. But you zoom in on this 100 tick chart and you could kind of see these pivots a lot better.
Interesting. Never used a tick chart before. Jack, have you used a tick chart?
I do not. I've watched Dakota use it. It's interesting. Maybe I will. I know that what's weird is just because I pulled one up and saved the wrong thing is my main charts that I'm showing all the time say tick charts on them. I named it that.
Nice.
Sorry for the confusion.
Oh yeah. Why name them tick charts?
Because I don't notice it. I don't really switch layouts. So.
Oh, got it.
Looks like we may have another round of buying coming in the ES. 69.33. Markets are in just taking a breather. Treasuries,
we
anything
didn't turn
happening?
around. We kind of stuck. We're sticking around right now. The level that I mentioned, the 6,900, pushing a little bit above it, a little bit below it.
It's impressive. We're not really going way here after that volatility, that sell off.
I
think we can't hold above 700 here in the Nasdaq.
Everyone's licking their wounds. Licking their wounds and saying, all right. Might see gold rolling over a little, not a little bit. I got to keep in mind these moves are huge right now. This is a $30 push lower in gold. The ladder got very, very thin. Get those questions in for group coaching. I think everyone is regrouping. All right, looks like gold on the move to the downside here. We're down $35 in the last 30 seconds.
There's probably a lot of stop losses above this consolidation. Maybe we pop up, hit those stop losses, then sell off.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing I'm thinking here in the Nasdaq.
Stop losses. So you're talking about the shorts?
Yeah. If we bounce up to these 720s and then reverse, or vice versa. I mean, this is a strong range right here in the past 20 minutes. Right here at between 25 660s and right now 710s.
Yeah, we got gold starting to pick up some steam to the downside here. About $40. We got the equities catching a bit of a bid. What happened to silver? Some more. They sold the hell out of it, and it was the ladder was very, very thin. It was a buck wide, and why not? It absolutely got destroyed.
Yeah, it melted.
Yeah, it vapor. It was just vanished. There was nothing in there. All right, let's picking up some steam to the downside here in gold. 52.74 last trade. Down about $60 in the last couple minutes here.
Same with silver.
Silver down a buck. Yeah, down a buck. President is cameras in there. We can bring it in. And President has the cabinet meeting has begun. It was pushed back about 30 minutes, so this does appear that it has started. Hasn't started yet. Okay. Thank you. He's talking on True Social. Gotcha. And we're watching a push higher here in equities.
Initial balance low in the ES just got hit.
Yep, and they're pushing through it. The ladder's still very thin. All right, Dakota, looking for those stops.
Yeah, let's see if we pop some stops here before I sell off, or if we just break out. Maybe we just break out and go. Start this treasure map.
Incredible.
That'd be insane.
If that's how they put the lows in. We're talking about almost 2 hours straight selling. Almost 2 hours straight selling, all across the board. Any asset class, anything, just straight selling, metals, energy, equities.
Just to clarify, Trump is talking right now. We just don't have access to it at the moment.
Was that right? Okay.
Just, yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
Hold them up. And buyers step back in the metals, man. Oh, man.
Buyers are resilient.
They trying. Yeah, they are. Gold now above 5,300. We were just trading 5,275, and they just turned everything around $30. It is very, very thin. 76% long tilt in the ES now. Overnight view up in ES, we're about 20 points away from it. To the upside, we're currently trading 69.37. There's the president, lower right hand corner. Want to bring the audio in?
Informed to me that they feel this very good security, very strong security. We're working with the various people involved, including Chris and Doug and everybody on the oil. We have the major oil companies going to Venezuela now, scouting it out and picking their locations, and they'll be bringing back tremendous wealth for Venezuela and for the United States, and the oil companies will do fine too. Venezuela will actually make for themselves more money than they've ever made before, and that's a good thing. And
oil selling off.
Venezuela were literally in the streets waving American flags. They were so happy. And the people in our country, like in the Doral section of Miami, which is considered Little Venezuela, they're thrilled. And I just spoke to the president of Venezuela, informed her that we're going to be opening up all commercial airspace over Venezuela. American citizens will be very shortly able to go to Venezuela, and they'll be safe there. They'll be safe. It's under very strong control. And the people
you going, Andre?
Formerly of Venezuela,
I'm negative.
Want to go back, and
I'm negative.
Some want to go back to visit, and they're going to be able to do that. So
Stop it. What are you doing?
I've instructed Sean Duffy and everybody else concerned, including the military, that if you would, by the end of today, I'd like you to have the
Let's buy stocks. You buy stocks. Let's go to Venezuela.
Some stocks are grinding higher here.
Thank you very much. And I want to thank all of the people in Venezuela for what what they went through, and I want to thank the leadership for really they're doing a good job. And just as I promised, we've defeated the Biden inflation nightmare and achieved explosive new economic growth. The Atlanta Fed is predicting an astounding 5.4% GDP growth in the fourth quarter, and that's despite the fact that we had a Democrat shutdown. We would have had that number would have been 7%, which is a number nobody's ever heard of. And
7.
We've been given great national security because of tariffs, and we've also been given unprecedented income because of tariffs.
Oil selling off.
Part of the income that we gave, $12 billion, we gave to the farmers of our country. So that yesterday I was up in Iowa, and they were very happy, Madam Secretary.
Yes, sir.
They were very, very happy. They were great. So the GDP growth in the fourth quarter was great, and it's going to be, I think we're going to have an amazing and incredible year. Hopefully we won't have a shutdown. We're working on that right now. I think we're getting close. The Democrats, I don't believe, want to see it either. So we'll work in a very bipartisan way, I believe, not to have a shutdown. We don't want a shutdown. And just yesterday, the S&P 500 hit 7,000 for the first time ever. There's never been any time at which it's done like that. And the other stocks also, I think it was 52 times for the Dow, had hit a record high. But the 7,000 was not a number that was even thinkable if you go back a year ago. So S&P hit 7,000 for the first time ever. The stock market has set, it's actually 52, 53 all-time record highs since the election, adding $9 trillion in value to savings, retirement accounts, and 401ks. And I mean, everybody benefits, but we have record stock markets. Companies have never done well. And most importantly, if you think about it, after 4 years in which Biden got much less than $1 trillion of investment into our country, in just
50 trillion.
Actually, it was taken over 11 months, even though we're 12 months. In 11 months, we've taken in more than $18 trillion. So they did less than $1 trillion, Scott, in a period of 4 years.
18?
And we've
That's a
done
lot.
$18 trillion in
Big
less
number.
than 1 year. So
Less than 1 year.
there's never been anything like that. No other
Wow.
country has done those numbers, by the way, in history. 10 years ago,
obviously.
one country did 3
I'm shocked you
trillion.
know, Andre. We don't actually
No,
have that
we
money.
did $18 trillion is being
Boss said
invested
we
now.
did.
Thousands of businesses, plants, equipment all over the country are being built right now. And they're going to be opening pretty soon. And when they open, you'll see numbers like nobody's ever seen before. The economy is doing amazingly well. I wish the press would report it, but people are finding out. They're seeing it. It's coming. It's becoming pretty evident. It's hard to hide. Biden inflation, which is really stagflation, cost the typical family $34,000. Think of that, $34,000. But after 1 year, growth in real incomes is outpacing inflation by more than $3,000 under Trump. So one cost $34,000 and one made $3,000. That's a big swing.
It is.
Gasoline has plunged to, think of this, over $4 a gallon, depending on where you are. In California, it's $7,
That's pushing
$8
higher.
a gallon. I was in Iowa, and they had $1.85 because I had it at $1.99 a gallon, and I was corrected by two farmers that said I just bought my gasoline for $1.85. So Chris, you have to be doing something right, you and Doug, right? But I don't want to give you too much confidence. You got to keep it going. We're drilling. I think I can say we're drilling more than at any time ever in the history. We're taking
oil's
out
selling off.
more
Oil's down
energy
about
out of our
$1
land,
now.
but
Oil's selling off.
specifically, if you look at oil and gas, we've never been anywhere even close. Is that a correct statement?
That's correct. All-time record.
Yeah, great. It's a great job. Well, it's supply and demand. So that's going down rapidly. And, you know, when energy goes down, everything else goes down. They tried to do their thing. It was a disaster. Then they ran back very late to the Trump policy, but they didn't do the Trump policy. They cut leases. They did everything that they could do, but they lost it. And they were very high, and we're now less than $2 in many areas, $2.30 a gallon average. Grocery prices, airfares, hotels, car payments, and rent prices are coming down very fast. And you don't hear the word affordability issued by the Democrats anymore. Now they're going into other things because they're getting beaten badly on affordability. Remember that when I was elected, I came into office, I inherited a total mess, starting with eggs, which were 4 times higher than they were just a year before. And Brooke got them down very quickly before Easter. They said they wanted me to buy plastic eggs for the egg hunt, at the very famous egg hunt at the White House. Sir, would you buy plastic eggs? I would buy a lot, of like 100,000 eggs. I said, we're not going to buy plastic eggs. And by the time we had the egg hunt, a few months later, we had the prices down pretty good. And now they're really low. Now they're at a very low level. So we really have, you don't hear the word affordability because we inherited very high prices and we inherited the highest inflation in 48 years. I say the history of our country. I think it sounds almost the same. Actually, I think 48 years sounds actually worse for some reason. So I'll go with the 40 because the press corrected me. I said history and they said, it's not history, it's 48 years. I said, I'll accept that. And we had the highest inflation in 48 years. We have now as you saw yesterday with the Fed, I'm not a fan of his, he said that inflation essentially is not a factor. It's really been pretty amazing. I just put out a statement about his statements. I won't repeat them here because they're too angry. And thanks to our tax cuts, millions of Americans will soon receive record-setting tax refunds. You're going to get a lot of tax refunds, with the average refund expected to be over $1,000 higher than it has been at any time. So we're going to be getting some pretty good refunds, a lot of people. If congressional Democrats had their way, Americans would right now be facing the largest tax hike ever. You know, their proposal was to raise taxes very substantially. And our proposal, which is in the great big beautiful New Deal, it's a New Deal in its own way. It's a Republican version of the New Deal. Right behind you is a nice picture of FDR. This is a much better deal than the FDR deal. but we have the great, big, beautiful bill, and it's given tremendous tax cuts and a lot of other
all
things.
right,
People
the
are now
president is
finding out
speaking
how
in the
good it
Oval
is, and
Office, a
it's just
cabinet
keep
meeting.
as
He was going straight to the economics, the economist in chief, put that hat on today. Speaking of inflation, we do have PPI tomorrow. Core PPI
yeah,
coming out tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. Central Time. Make sure to tune opening call for that. Obviously, we saw oil sell off about $1 there, talking about drilling in Venezuela. We're watching equities continuing to try to grind their way back to, well, yeah, about 75%. They got 25% pretty much off the lows. Again, we got more recap coming up after this. We got power players with Jay, Vince, and Dolby. Coaching form pinned to the top of the chat. Jack, thoughts? Hover around right here. Any levels? If they repriced all those options, what do we got? You got anything in the ES? Well, last trade 69.34.
Still 69.30 down here is still important. It's going to be sticky when it gets to it. It'll at least put the damper probably on, unless we get some like news or something like that. What do we got going on in Bitcoin? Still sub 85,000, trading 84,700 in the spot right now. Microsoft's now down 12%. Nothing much getting walloped too hard in the Mag 7. You got Tesla down 2.6%, Broadcom down 2.3%. And the 10-year yield's coming a little bit. We're at 4.24. I think that makes sense with some of the unwinding we saw in silver. There's always a big disconnect between what's going on in the metals and the bonds right now. So
yeah,
we wait.
Did you have fun? Was a fun morning. Like, I don't think we're done. We're seeing the metals starting to pick up steam to the downside. Jack, did you enjoy that?
I had a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. Dakota, slow market, 7:30 p.m. You're in for it. It's gonna be rowdy. It's gonna be wild tonight. You can already feel it's. We're looking
every
at,
night.
This is
every crazy. Night it has been.
Couple thoughts. You got your eyes on any? You gonna keep trading the sucker, or we're gonna wait till slow market?
We're starting to slow down a little bit. I think I might just wait till slow markets. But one thing that needs to be mentioned is the strength of the dollar is at its lowest since 2022. That's something that hasn't been mentioned very often, and
that's what rates for
something
zero.
I'm paying attention to.
Yeah. All right, folks, that was absolutely wild, and we are not done. We saw huge moves, $460 range in gold, a $15 range in silver, 800-point range in NQ. We got the president speaking right now. We got PPI tomorrow. We got Apple earnings after the bell today. We got Ho coming at you with morning recap. This is Top Step TV. Let's go. Today's been a doozy.
Let's go.
What's up, everybody out there? This is Dolby Time from Top Step TV, and what I want to talk about here is the new dashboard. So we have updated all the account management tools. They have simplified everything. So that includes managing resets, managing rebuild dates, and most importantly, managing those payouts. Trust me, it's going to make all of our lives a lot easier. So trade well out there.
All right, welcome to the morning recap. It has been an interesting morning, 100%. Always get reminded over and over again in trading that what you think is going to happen might not happen. Anything can happen. I was looking for opportunities to look for longs in the equities. As soon as we left those opening ranges at the high, the 1 minute opening range in the S&P and in the NASDAQ, I said, let's hold off on that for a little while. And that was a good idea. Hopefully you've been able to navigate some of this volatility. As it says in the morning recap thing down there at the bottom, gold and silver put on a really good example of what it looks like when illiquidity creeps into the marketplace. We're going to talk about that during group coaching today. I'll be on group coaching with Coach Robert and Coach Hoop. That'll be a good one. But right now, we're going to take a look at the opening range trades that we took this morning. So, gold. What was the context? All-time highs in the overnight session. We always say those have a tendency not to last very long. So I didn't mind being long. The opening range 1 minute broke us to the long side here. This is the 5-minute chart. We ended up with a very cheap exit, it looks like, too. So in 1 minute, triggered us long to micro gold 55.51. You make this a lot bigger because the range is so big today. So we got long 2 at 55.51. Our stop was placed on here at 55.37. And we ended up getting hit on that stop relatively quickly. The market did take a look above the initial balance, leaving a failed upside auction. That was a pretty decent opportunity there because who knew what was going to happen? I mean, when this thing really started falling apart, it started falling apart. And there was a lot of liquidity, a lot of illiquidity, and a lot of volatility. Where did this market trade down to? I'm going to go back to the 30-minute chart here. I think we needed this pullback. I honestly think, I think we needed it. I think it's actually going to be healthier for the upside auction if and when the upside auction begins to resume. It traded right down to basically weekly kickoff high. This is the adjusted weekly kickoff high for the April contract. So we traded right back down to it. We did check to the naked point of control from the 27th here. And we saw this market recover. I mean, it recovered all the way back into and through the value area from yesterday, all the way back to settlement before really just finding an area of two-sided trade to resume here. Take a look at crude oil. We had a really pretty good trade in crude oil. Was hoping for more, of course. We always are, and we don't get to choose, of course. We can hope, but we don't get to choose. Overnight inventory was pretty long. The market did break us to the upside. It triggered us into a long. And, when we're looking at the bigger picture, I mean, this market has had a pretty healthy upside auction. That upside auction, even though we've got this pullback today, does not necessarily appear to be over. Let's take a look on the 5-minute chart and just kind of see what we were looking at here. So opening range right there, that little yellow line there, the opening range low, 65.40. High 65.62. We got our 1 minute close above it. We got long 2 micro crude oil 65.67. So our stop was, where was our stop? Our stop was 65.35. 65.35. So when we got up to this area up around 66.20, it was about 2-to-1 reward over risk on that. So we got out of one of them and trimmed our risk. After a little while, when we started kind of consolidating up in this area, I did trim the risk on that trade to below this swing low here. It looks a lot cleaner on like a 1 minute chart, but I don't look at 1 minute charts. So that's where we put our stop. We got to move the stop up to about 65.90. Actually ended up being a pretty good out. What you hate is when you get swept as liquidity below a previous swing low, and then the market continues the move to the upside. Obviously, that did not happen today. So we're going to take this win. So 142 in the opening range trade today. All right, let's take a look at the S&Ps. So as far as context is concerned, we put in an all-time high in the extended trading hour session night before last. It was always looking for those not to be lasting highs, but it doesn't have to happen that day. Doesn't have to happen the next day. Doesn't have to happen the next week. Eventually, new all-time highs in the extended trading hours usually get taken out. So that had me kind of looking for an opportunity for a long early in the session. And like I said, the opening range, the 1 minute opening range from 8:30 to 8:31 was left at the dead high today. Now that can be one of the first signs of a trend day in a particular direction. In this case, it was the first possibility of a trend day to the downside. And for the first hour and a half, we trended lower. We saw some pretty decent volatility. We saw some really good selling pressure. Although we didn't see a lot of deep delta, the delta really kind of didn't get all that deep, which tells me that that break was maybe a little bit hollow, and it's proving to be a little bit hollow now. So, Jack, in this big move to the downside, actually made money for the house account in being long. He longed 3 MES 69.76, got out of those very nicely. Take a look at this on the 5-minute chart. Got out of those very nicely at 69.89. I don't know what he saw, why he got out there. It was about a 10 point profit, which is great. And he caught the one green bar almost all the way down. So he started looking again for shorts below the initial balance low. We were short 3 MES 69.28. As we get closer to the initial balance low, he got out of those at a loss. Basically, scratched the trades in the S&Ps today, and we're looking at this initial balance low as potential resistance, and it held for a while. Was tested and tested and tested and tested. Now we've broken out above it. There's a little bit of a change now. There is a change in the situation. We can maybe look at the IB low as another opportunity for an execution to limit risk. What I like about those initial balances, limit risk around them. We're going to see another V bottom today. Who knows? Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. Well, the NASDAQ on the 30-minute chart, again, we're pretty far from all-time highs. Recent high was in the extended trading hour session, so we look for those to get taken out during regular trading hours as well. We had the market open in range and in value. Again, once the opening range, that 1 minute opening range was left at the high of the day, that can be the first sign. It's a vague sign, but it can be the first sign of a trend day in that direction. So any thoughts of longs flew out of my head as soon as we saw that those opening ranges were left at the dead ass high. The market continued to break. We had Mandy in fast markets first today. She took a couple of good trades in the NASDAQ. She came in up over $6,000. Man, Mandy is quite the trader. It is a lot of fun to have her on and watch her work. She's a very, very good trader. Market targeted first, naked point of control from the 22nd, continuation to the downside, right back to that October 10th high. And then finally, we did see some buyers coming in, taking price back to the initial balance low. And now we're seeing the market give that initial balance low back. Take a look at the 5-minute chart to take a look at these trades. So Mandy first was short 1 MNQ, 25,943, taking 10 points of profit on that. Short again, I think she was short 5 MNQ at 25,818 and covered those down at 25,762. Nice. Mandy, really, really a very good trader. We have Dakota in later on. We had Vince on, of course. It's always good to see Vince. And again, Sal, congratulations on earning a payout. That's fantastic. You've got a great coach in your father. Make sure you listen. Dakota came in, was trying to find some continuation on this downside move. Tried a couple of shorts down here. Dakota's such a good risk manager. Very small losses on those trades. And we'll see how the rest of the day plays out for them. But those are the trades we took. Equities markets, found an aggressive sell off after struggling to find buyers up near the highs, of course. And house account again 1 for 2 on the opening range trade. Small loss today. And that's what we're looking at. Let's take a look at today's quotable quote. A very familiar creator of this quotable quote for me. My dad was a trader for many, many years. He always had a great way of putting things in perspective. He did very well for himself, of course. He's a great guy, good trader. But he always, tried to kind of, again, keep things in perspective. He used to tell me, wealth is less about how much you have and more about how little you need. We all, of course, we're here to make money. We all want to make a lot of money. We all want to feel wealthy. As long as you have what you need, you are wealthy. Thanks again for the wisdoms, Dad. I've got a million of them. And maybe we'll start using those for these quotable quotes a little bit. That might be a good idea. Anyways, I'll be back for group coaching today. Of course, we've got power players Jay, Vince, and Dolby coming up. We're not done, ladies and gentlemen. These markets are not done. This is Top Step TV. You're in the right place. Let's go.
All right, welcome back to Top Step TV Power Player Edition. We got a little three-man weave going on here. I'm Jay. In the middle, we got Vinny Two Ticks, Vinny Lamborghini, Coach Dad, I guess, right? Shout out to Sal getting the payout from the markets.
Thanks, man.
Good
Thanks.
stuff. And DJ Profits over there. Dolby time. What is going on, guys? How we doing? Coach Vince, we saw you a little bit earlier. Dolby, what's going on, man? Is everyone okay? We'll ask that.
Yes.
We had some crazy volatility here in these markets. What's going on, man? You doing all right?
We're doing great. My fingers are getting a little bit chapped from typing in velocity logic into chat this morning. But listen, today it's a very educational moment in the markets. Listen, the market is there to take your money. So let's temper our expectations. The markets are not here to make us happy and cater to our whims and our needs. It wants your money, and it will do what it can to get your money. This is an arena, if you will. That's like asking for a sympathy in the pit in Chicago. You will probably not get very much, if I had to guess. But as an aside, what do you got?
No. I was saying you're probably not going to get sympathy, but go ahead, keep going.
No, last comment here, Coach Jay. You already know what I'm going to say. The chip is back in the bag. The Nasdaq is back within its Dorito formation. We tried testing these highs. We could not break them, and we're almost kind of actually in the middle. If we kind of just find that kind of like the tighter of the ranges, we actually did bounce at 25,540, and we had some equal lows approximately at 24,950. And then we were talking about these 26,120s, I think a couple days ago. Did a little stop run of those, sold off. And where do we find balance? Right in the middle of that range. So this market is still in balance. I think a V-bounce might be in play, though. It's one of NASDAQ's favorite.
It kind of looks like we're in the middle of one right now. We're right back at VWAP here in the NASDAQ 25,800s about. We just got back above VWAP in the S&P. You guys scouting any trades? I actually got locked out. I went to go get a haircut, and I tried to buy the NASDAQ, and I took a bigger haircut than I thought I was going to. So I'm locked out on the day. Gave back some profits. I'm locked out. But are you guys scouting anything? I like these NASDAQ longs.
Yeah, you're looking sharp there, Jay. Fresh cut.
Thanks, man.
Good.
Thanks, man. Shout out to the barber.
There you go.
Shout out to my barber.
All right.
What markets you got your eyes on, Vince?
I mean, I'm watching the ES. I'm watching gold. I'm watching silver. I'm watching the Dow, NASDAQ. Equities are bouncing. Metals are bouncing, right? It's amazing. Everything is moving in the same direction. The charts all look the same. This is tough to say. I mean, I did take a couple silver trades in a practice account. Did all right. It was about 6,000 in that, but right now, nothing in my personal account, nothing in my XFA. I'm just on the sidelines, just trying to wait for a good setup to happen. If I get one today, I'll take it. If not, it's actually been a fun day to watch at least. So, what about you guys? You looking at anything? I mean, these markets are.
I would like longs.
Wow. Yeah.
But as a range trader, there are not a lot of ranges to be had here. I kind of think we're just vibing from this bounce off of the 25,530s. And maybe the target's going to be 26,000. So that's like another 200 points from now. Hopefully, Vince, we get a little bit of resistance here at like 25,800 and can like maybe catch a pullback and then have this really shoot up just because we had a nice little 3-minute range here. Maybe some sellers will come in. I got VWAP on my chart, 25,880s. Maybe that could be a potential target for a pullback. A little bit hesitant to just slam the market button because I just have bad luck with it. But if y'all want me to call the top, I can press the button. But that is we're going to try to find this pullback here and see if we can get long.
Yeah,
I like that. We looks like from what I'm seeing, I'm looking at a 3-minute chart in the Nasdaq. Looks like we might be starting to stair step up a little bit here. Are we at VWAP or are we not at VWAP? What's going on here?
Depends what time.
25,875 is where I have it.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. I was looking at a different chart with just regular trading hour data. But yeah, we are back above the New York session VWAP, and we still got some room to full session. So it kind of looks like we're just stair stepping up into that. If we can find an opportunity to get in long here, don't hate that trade.
Yeah.
You know what's insane? Silver and gold are back above settlement price. Green on the day. It took a long way.
It is. This is incredible. Really.
Market just hit Control Z. It just undid everything.
Yep. Oh, sorry. Wait, what was that? Was that a sell-off? We didn't mean
What
that.
sell-off? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Control Alt Delete.
Right. And it's still a lot of trading to be done, right? We've seen this week alone, we've seen an $80 move and a $200 move post-settlement in gold this week. So it's not over. 53.50s last trade there in gold, $114.04 last trade in silver, 25,801 last trade in the NASDAQ, and 69.55 last trade here in the S&P.
We're above the VWAP though in the S&Ps, right?
Yes,
69.45. Yeah, we're above it. Interesting.
It's been giving us something to talk about in Power Hour, though. That is for sure. I mean, Dre and I were just like jaw open, just aghast at seeing what gold was doing, shooting up, $80 in an hour, which is just insane. I think Dakota was a part of that one too.
$400 sell off.
Bids in here. I just don't know if we're going to get filled. Like 740s down to like 710s. See if we can get a pullback. Maybe we just run 2 of them.
Yeah, I could see a little pullback to those 700s. So shout out to Coach Paul, who's been doing a pivot class in Discord. The third level of support in the NASDAQ, 25,702.
25.
Bounced off there already. But
it's
decent.
It's also point of control, volume point of control.
It is.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's price acceptance low, right? Because Vince, that volume point of control had to flip lower at some point during the day, right? It wasn't always there.
Yeah. No, it came down as the volume started moving lower. It migrated down.
Just trying to get my demons up.
Everything is pumping again. Is Trump still on, or is he done?
That's a good question. That is a good question. I will take a look to see. 25,808 house count maybe looking to get in long here in the NASDAQ. We are seeing everything, just like you said, everything kind of bid back up right now.
Everything.
Every industry looks exactly the same too. I was flipping through like M2K, V bounce. What else we got? MES, V bounce. Micro NASDAQ, V bounce.
Yep.
It's like everyone's just like, oh, we're on sale simultaneously, and just hopping in.
Everybody got short. Now they're like, all right, take it back up. Everybody gets long, take it down. Everybody gets short, take it back up.
Our top step traders are taking advantage right now. 73% long tilt in the NASDAQ, 64% long tilt in the S&P. Average price in the NASDAQ, 25,807, so kind of right here right now. 69.46 in the S&P, so they're doing a little bit better over there in the S&P, but I think there is some room. I think we are looking in the right direction. The question is, how do you trade it, right? I was looking to get long in the 500s. Probably should have waited a little bit, but okay, here we go. President is still speaking. Trump on the economy, going to announce the head of the Fed next week.
Whoa.
He already gave a hint to who it is the other day.
Yeah. He says he's officially going to announce it. Who do you think it is, Vince?
I would
see what prediction markets say.
His last name. Was it with an H? Hold on, I can't think of it right now. What was the guys in the running? Is it Hassett?
We need like player cards for these guys.
Yeah, we do.
Like collectibles.
He's gonna announce himself.
Yeah, he's gonna announce himself. He's gonna do it all. He's gonna do everything.
Can he do that?
He's gonna
Hold
do
on.
it.
No, he probably can't do that.
Oh, I'm looking that up.
Yeah,
hold on.
I would imagine that he cannot do that. He also says rates should be 2 or 3 points lower here. So President is still speaking right now. Again, going to announce the new head of the Fed next week. Anything can happen.
I'm looking this up.
Anything can happen. I'm looking up some prediction market odds right now.
Ryder.
Coach Vince,
Ryder, right?
Can't happen.
Is that who it is?
Cannot happen.
Okay, it's Ryder or Hassett. Which one do you think?
I don't know. I'm not even gonna guess. I'll leave that to Jack. We are seeing a little bit of a big right. Coach Vince, you got your eyes on any levels here in the markets?
Let me take a quick look around the world. I mean, we are at an interesting spot here in the ES up around the 69.70. I may take a short. I don't know. We'll see how we react up there. Silver is right at the VWAP right now. If this rejects to move higher and gets below it, maybe take a short there. Nasdaq's got some work to do to get up above value and to the VWAP 25,875-ish level. So nothing to do in the Nasdaq. And gold's right in the center right now. VWAP's about $110 higher. So
casually,
just $110 higher, just 1,100 ticks higher.
Very casually.
Yeah, very casual.
We're gonna
just
move
a
our
small,
bids up.
small range.
All right, walking
We're
those
gonna
bids
move our-
up in the Nasdaq here.
780 to 800. We have a nice little 3-minute range forming. I want to see if we can get just a small rejection off of these 825s and maybe just kind of test those 800s and then bid back up again. But we're already breaking through. It's making people chase.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
This is one of the hardest trades in my opinion.
And it is just going right now. 25,838 last trade in the Nasdaq. Shout out to that tilt, getting long, getting paid. U.S. Senate blocks spending package in immigration fight, bringing large swaths of government closer to shutdown. We talked about that this morning. That potential government shutdown looks like it is, end of the week is the deadline. Tomorrow's Friday, so we will see. And we just came out of 2025 where we had the longest ever government shutdown and potentially going back into another one here.
Mm-hmm.
We will see what happens there. Nasdaq continuing to push here. Who's long in the chat? Let's get a little vibe check. First of all, is everyone good? After the craziness that we saw this morning, is everyone still have an account to trade? Risk management over everything. Second, if you're in these trades, let us know. Hopefully you're taking advantage of the volatility that these markets are presenting. 25,846 last trade here in the Nasdaq.
It's 120
Try
days
long in gold.
I'm
try momentum trading gold here.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Contemplating it. I'm contemplating. I mean, we got some work to do to get back up to that VWAP, right? I mean, everything else pretty much got to the VWAP except for gold so far. So is gold maybe going to try it? I don't know. I have no idea. But I kind of like this, this bullish bar. Maybe I could buy into it, with a tight stop and see what happens.
How would you trade this market with such a wide spread?
I would definitely put a limit order.
Limit? Nice.
Yeah, for sure. I'd let it come to me and trade it.
Yeah.
Good call.
With the market moving like that, the FOMO is definitely real. You just see the thousands just flash in front of your eyes constantly.
Yep.
We're getting close to this VWAP here in the micro Nasdaq. 25,000, I don't know, 857 on the 3-minute or 880s on the 5-minute. Hopefully we can get a little bit of a retest here so the market can let us in. It's like that Andre meme. Let me back in.
Freedom Day Trader says, went from down 4K in my XFA to now up 4K. Thinking to walk away, but these ES scalps are smooth. If I could offer you any advice, my friend, I've had trading days like that before. Make sure if you're going to continue to trade, set a trailing personal daily loss limit and lock it. Or like Dolby just said,
lock it up.
Lock it up.
Just do it.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
You just spent one of your 9 lives as a trader right there, buddy. You do not want to be, your mental capital is probably on thin ice. I would lock it up and live another day.
Yeah.
That is, Jay, we've all been there. Coach Vince, we've all been there. It's like you're like in a flop sweat. Heart rate's at like 180.
Yeah.
Just
you
count
know,
your blessings, man.
Feel like you ran a
It's like
marathon.
seriously, but shout out to you as a trader for being able to recover it. And again, maybe there are some risk management things we could have done to maybe not be down 4K, but whatever, you recovered it. Hopefully that's within your allotted loss limit. The one thing that I think a lot of traders don't take into account is the market conditions facilitated you making that recovery. Look at what the markets are doing right now. They're pretty slow, right? Are we seeing a V-shaped recovery? We are, but can you expect the same conditions? Because a lot of times, rationality goes out the window and you're just like, well, I just made an 8K recovery. I'm just going to make another 8K now.
Nope.
The markets are probably not going to sell off the same way that they just did. So yeah,
I think
take yourself out to
Did you
lunch.
see how that gold just took off?
Oh, did it?
It did.
I put
Did
an
you get long?
order at 57.30. We were trading 60 in the 60s, and now we're up at 90. I didn't get filled.
Yeah.
No,
What a move.
Wow. What? Oh my God.
I think Jay, you said this last week, or maybe 2 weeks ago, to a trader. Congratulations! Don't ever do that again.
Right. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly it. Congrats. Don't ever do that again.
Don't ever put yourself in a situation where you got to try to recover 4K. That is not
Yeah.
fun. That is not fun.
It's not.
Good
It
work
is
this
not.
time. Next time, we're going to be down to 8K or 10K,
Yeah.
and you're not going to have an account.
Gold
Look at
and
this silver
53
rally,
you,
guys. Silver's rallying.
you had the right
after
idea.
You broke through it. Man.
Has silver officially retraced half of its downward? Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
Right.
High day to lower day,
Man.
we are above 50%. We are not yet there in. If this goes and makes all-time highs after this sell-off, this will be
Why
insane.
not?
But
Why
anything
not?
can happen. Anything can happen. Vince, right idea there with gold, but you got to manage risk in these markets, right? If it wasn't a 6 to 8 to 10 tick spread, maybe you do just mark it in. But I'm looking at that gold depth of market, and it's pretty thin. There is somebody chasing with a 50 lot right now on the bid.
Let me
They're
in.
at 53.91.
What's the price on that bid?
53.91. They just got filled. Yeah, they just got filled.
Okay.
Partial.
Okay.
But yeah, there's so many gaps. There's air pockets in that market. Yeah, you got to be careful there.
It's like bubble wrap. It's just it's very hard, man.
Patrick Bukowski says that's Ray Dalio.
Hey. They literally melted down the metals. Literally.
Yep.
And now
literally.
they're putting it back together.
Oh, there it is. I mean, it's like, it's so dangerous.
It's wild.
It's so dangerous right now.
92.80. It just went 40 ticks in one order. Did you see that?
Yep. Yeah. This is
it went
insane
from
volatility.
90.50 to 94.50. Wow.
So my thing is here, I mean, were there, I was listening to Top Step TV, were there really headlines or anything like that caused this volatility that anyone could, we're doing a little after the fact analysis, but I didn't really see much. There was some talks.
Maybe Trump just came to save the day. He's the knight in shining armor, the man with the cape.
Right?
He talks, markets rally. Who knows? it's
I meant for the sell-off, Vince. For the sell-off.
Oh, for the sell-off.
I think it was the Iran headlines. Maybe that was it.
It's kind of like the doom and gloom effect, though. I kind of feel like this happens a lot. Before he speaks, the market sell off. When he gets on a rally, it's
could be it.
I don't know. Have you noticed that, or no? Is it just me?
I think I've seen it. Yeah, because usually, I mean, there are times where he's coming on and he's saying we're going to double the stock market, and it's kind of hard to sell it after hearing something like that, right? But let's see.
Well, it rallied first, then it sold off, and then it rallied back.
Right. 25. So what I was getting at there is that this volatility, it's not just today. I don't think this is going anywhere anytime soon. So Dolby, we were saying it in the green room. Andre was saying it all morning. We just saw Coach Vince maybe miss a trade in gold there because you're using a limit order, adjusting to market conditions. These are all learning opportunities, all right? Especially if you're a newer trader, learning opportunities because this volatility isn't going anywhere. So you want to be able to take advantage of it. We saw it all last year as well, February through April. the insane volatility. Hopefully, let us know in the chat, right? Let's say you were a new trader last year, 2025, did you learn anything through that volatility that helps you trade right now? I think that's a good question to ask. Shows your growth as a trader as well. Sizing down, using limit orders, maybe just staying out of the volatility. Let us know in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a testament to like your discipline has to be so good as a trader. It has to be so good because you could be great 11 months out of the year and then you hit a day like this, and if you slip up, the market's going to take all your money. And so like you might be in a practice account, you might be in a trading combine, but you're beginning to build kind of like the platform or the base of your pyramid of discipline, and then you can start stacking wins and fancy things on top of it. But without that, a day like today, maybe a day like a week from now, maybe that's the day that just you lose it and it blows up everything. I mean, it's so important just to take risk management seriously because the market will eventually the market is big enough to take all of your money, whether it's a trading combine or a 6-figure trading account. There was just a guy in chat who watched Floored, which is a great documentary about the pit in Chicago. And then there was a trader in there, I believe, who had a Euro trade on for like $250,000, lost it all, and then he ends up playing golf in winter. You know what I mean? It's like, it will take all of your money. Like your discipline has to be perfect every single day, and that's what makes it
I
so
mean,
incredibly
I'll
hard.
give a quick example of how these markets can gap down and up and risk. I mean, I was in I had 2 E-mini golds on, so the full size gold. I got in on an open range trade one morning, and I didn't realize it was CPI day. I wasn't really watching the news or anything like that, or checking the schedules for what was coming out. And I had a $250
real
risk.
quick here, Vince. Real quick here, Vince. We're getting that pullback in gold. I don't know if you still want it, but 53.72 last trade here in gold. We're seeing a little bit of a pullback here. But yeah, keep going with that story.
We'll see what happens. I don't have it working yet. But yeah,
Gotcha.
So I had 2. I was long 2, with a 25 tick risk on each. Right, it was an open range trade, and then I just set it and I walked away. Right, I set it in. I'm long, and I just walked away for a while, and then I come back and I get filled. And not only did I lose 50 ticks, so I lost $500 on the 2 contracts. I got filled at 44 ticks of slippage below my stop. So I ended up losing 880 on top of the 500. So I had almost a $1,300 loss, and $880 of it was slippage alone because it just gapped open, I guess. And I got a terrible fill. So so that's how you can get smoked with slippage.
Yep. Only takes one time too.
Gotta learn.
Only takes one time.
Oh, what was that? Okay.
Dakota
last night he said
not giving you your money back, bro.
Yeah, he got short with his broker on his personal account, and he realized once he was in the trade, he's like, "Oh shit, I'm in the February contract in gold." And if you know anything about rollover, gold rolled over to April, so all the volume is trading in April. That's a real thing that can happen, and sometimes shout out to Top Step X, the platform rolls over for us, but that's a real thing, and you really don't learn that until it happens to you, right? You could even hear someone say it, "Hey, make sure you roll over," but you really learn it when your money's on the line. So I saw some people say a bunch of good things, size down, wider stops in environments like this. I really did like, because I agree with this 100%. Kerry Fox, to me, high volatility is easier. You don't have time to overthink. I agree with that as a momentum trader. I agree with that 1,000%. It's there's less of a guess about direction once the market aggressively picks a direction. Now you have to assess whether or not you can stomach the risk to take the trade. But this morning, it was kind of clear where the market was saying it was going to go. Now, no one knows exactly where the low is going to be or anything like that. But I love when markets pick a direction because then I get to assess the risk and then go from there. But shout out to you all in the chat. Learning, becoming better traders here. That's what we do here at Top Step TV.
I think I might work a short up here in the NASDAQ.
Okay.
Ooh, nice. Help us get filled.
25 880s. Let me put it up here. MNQs.
This is just running away from our bids.
I'm not going to risk a lot because it's a crazy day. Let me just take a look at something.
Just keep getting fucking worked.
A short here in the Nasdaq potentially. Gold right back up, 53.99. Gold starting to pick up here. We got a hold back to the pivot in gold. Pivot price I have in gold 53.6470. Traded it to the tick and is up 40 points from there. 54.03 last trade here in gold. What a bounce!
Wait, where's your VWAP? Why am I showing it's higher now? No, in the Nasdaq. Why is it showing a different price?
Maybe zoom out, Vince. I'm not too sure. It could be time frame.
What's your
873? 873 is mine. In the Nasdaq.
Okay. Maybe. Oh, this isn't the day session. Maybe. Let me see the anchor.
115.37. Last trade here in silver. 53.92. Last trade in gold.
We're above it. I don't know what I was seeing, but all right.
Well, I hope you
still working that short. Yeah.
yeah. I'm still working it short.
Okay, nice.
Gotcha.
Nice.
Yep, still working it.
25.872 last trade here in the Nasdaq. 67% long tilt, 62% long in the S&P, 61% long in crude oil, and 75% long tilt in gold. 53.98 their average price, kind of right here, right now. Maybe looking for that full V-shaped recovery, new all-time highs in gold potentially. Anything can happen. What are you seeing here, Coach Vince, that you like this short?
So we're coming up into some excess from earlier on in the session, right? The big sell-off there. There was an old, say, point of control from like earlier in the week, and there's no guarantee this is going to stop. I mean, we might just put in a new high today, right? I don't know, but I'm going to try to risk it. Maybe 50 points. It's a bigger stop than I'm usually taking. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it with a micro, just see if we can get some rotation here. And if we get failure up here, I might even add to it if we start cooking downside. So
we are.
I'm pulling these orders. There's no way we're getting filled.
Oh yeah, not on those.
In 15 minutes at 800s, that would be an amazing trade for Vince and a scary fill for us.
Yeah, you got to ask yourself if it gets down there that quickly, do you still like that trade? Could be a scary one, but
yeah, maybe it's the best one.
The momentum we've seen.
Maybe it's the best one. It's just hard to get in these markets. They're bidding so aggressively. Like there might be a trade in RTY actually that could be setting up. We're starting to test kind of the bottom of the stair step here. So maybe we could get into a trade in the RTY.
Wow! Look how I missed that. Look at my chart. You gotta be kidding me.
Ticks off.
Look at my chart.
Yeah, to the tick.
Oh,
something market button. But I get it. In these environments, definitely not.
Wow.
Definitely not.
Okay.
You had the right call.
Me to play right now. That's for sure. All right.
What's the next one? Right. What's the next one? I mean, those are two great calls. the gold long, the Nasdaq short.
Oh my god.
Game of ticks.
Game of ticks, everybody. It's a game of ticks. Look at this. Look at that. I mean, come on.
Is there even any space between their events? Is it on the thing? Is it
Obi? I don't
need 2 ticks.
Let me see.
Missed it by 2 ticks.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. 78.75. So I missed it by about 6, 5. 78, 75. Yeah, 5 ticks, I guess, right? Boy. Why did I need cappuccino?
Dan Edmond says, I always mark it in. I mean, as long as you know what the depth looks like, right? Sometimes, and I posted this on Twitter, I'm going to keep saying it. Shout out to the traders that said volume doesn't matter. Ask what happens and how you trade when there's a lack of volume. You may not need volume to trade, but you need volume to have decent fills in the market. And we saw like the NASDAQ last year, right? There were times in the NASDAQ last year we were talking about 40 tick spreads. If you mark it in there, you're paying up $200. Is that $200? Is it more than $400 in the big contract? If you don't realize that there's a lack of liquidity, so 100%. Pulled the bids there, Dolby.
Yeah, too aggressive. Too aggressive. Not enough time. I mean, maybe if we get back down to the 800s, like we had a pretty good rejection off of VWAP. It's like almost 40 points. Which Vince is lamenting right now because he wants to be short.
Oh man, we're talking. I'd be 50 ticks in the money. 50 points in the money right now.
Good call.
We might actually get this. This I don't know how strong this view. Jay, how do you measure like a bounce or rejection from VWAP? Like,
great question. It really depends on the angle of the VWAP. Right now, what we're seeing in the NASDAQ is that VWAP for the day is flattened out, right? So, but it's been the trend for the rest of the day, right? It's been the trend for the entire day, right, to the downside. So I would actually respect this trade as a continuation trade because that angle is just starting to flatten out because of this extension that we had. Now, I have two VWAPs on my chart here. This one is the New York session. We're starting to see that flatten out as well. I could see this. Yeah. I don't hate putting this trade back on.
800, 790, 780s. We'll put a stop below the midpoint of the previous large range we had at 920.
Fuck you!
I cancel my orders, guys. I mean, we're 60
Ours are
points
back
away.
I mean, hell of a trade.
Right.
Hell of a call, Vince. Who took that short in the NASDAQ? Who took that short in the NASDAQ? Let us know in the chat. Where's your bids? Where are your bids now, Dolby?
800 quarter, 790 quarter, 780 quarter. So we're kind of we want to lean up against big run number of 800s. And our stop is going to be below this 5-minute range. So below the 50% retracement of the 5-minute range. So we'll see if we can get some action there. But come on, bro. It's already up 35 points just off the...
You got to love these markets.
Oh, Vince.
Oh, man. It doesn't want either of us to play.
No one gets to play. I see some...
You know what? I think we
chat.
need to make this channel private.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
Capital One interns. I'm moving this market on us right now.
I know where to get the information.
I fucking had
run all their trades.
Yep. That's what they did. Dolby got front run, then I got front run.
New highs.
There we go. Now we're in the center.
Not new highs. Gold is.
Right. Let's recoup. We're gonna bring in some news real quick. Maybe reassess, get some bids in here in the markets.
I might take a short.
What do we got, Gabe? Coach Vince getting short the ES.
Labor Department data released Thursday shows continuing jobless claims fell to their lowest level since September of 2024. More than 1.8 million people filed ongoing claims in the week ending January 17th. That's down 38,000 from the week before. First-time unemployment claims also dipped slightly, falling to 209,000. Economists say the decline reflects weakened holiday season hiring, not...
Thank you for that, Gabe. Little update on the labor market. Coach Vince, you were talking about a potential short in the S&P here. Dolby, we got some bids in the NASDAQ. Yeah. What are we looking at now?
I'm working to short at 59.5. But it's probably going to keep on.
Maybe. Maybe not.
Gold starting to pull back here now. Gold rejecting off that 5,400, 53.75. See some traders in the chat saying the lows are not in for the day in the equities. That would be a day, wouldn't it? 25.810 last trade here in the NASDAQ.
Let's see if we can get filled. We got some bears in chat. I'm a big believer of the V-bounce in NASDAQ, though. Big believer in the V bounce. Let's see if we also might just get 800 and have it bounce 40 points, and then just take the 40 points.
Let's see what happens at 800. Say New York session VWAP's at 787.
Yeah, I mean, it might just be like a little bit of a sell-off just from VWAP, and then maybe we just end up finding buyers again. But hey, you don't know until you bet.
Never know until you bet.
I'm going to start trading with market.
Coach Vince in real time.
Never again.
In real time, changing his strategy. I'm a market order guy now. Shout out to Andre. Sometimes you got to market that shit, dog.
Yeah,
taking a look.
Bro, this is painful. This is painful.
We got some. We got a form pinned to the top of the chat for group coaching. Group coaching coming up after this, right at the top of the hour, 12 p.m. Central Time. And if you ask who is on group coaching today, I got the answer for you. You got Hogue coming back with Coach Robert and Coach Hoop. Make sure you get your questions in there. House count long, micro NASDAQ.
And 2. Our stop is going to be at 762s.
Bounce off a New York VWAP right there, 787s. See if it sustains.
Sell one at VWAP.
Man, that was an 80-point move for me in the NASDAQ right there. Missed it by 5 ticks.
We're going to pull our third just to keep our risk around these 130s. Don't need to take on much more than that.
The lowest I have ever fucking been.
See what happens. See what happens. So we're long 25,795 quarter.
Right. Let's go.
Let's see if we can get our
795 quarter.
We're risking 120. Cool. Risking 120 to see if we can get more than 120. Actually, a lot more than 120. This is